Have you ever wondered why it is so hard to achieve those goals you've set for yourself? After all, you really want them, you're motivated, you're excited, and you're definitely ready for a change. So what gives? Why are you still falling short? Hi, if we've not met before, I'm Shelley from Taming Frenzy, and today we're going to talk about the reason so many people really fail to achieve their goals, and then I'm going to show you one of my absolute all-time favorite tools that helps me achieve my goals. If I were to venture a guess as to why so many people fail to achieve their goals, it boils down to one thing. They did not have a plan. You see, simply setting a goal is only the first step. To turn that goal into a reality, you need a plan. You need to know what to do and when to do it. Because goals, or at least big goals, may require a number of steps and might even require some sub-goals to actually make them happen. Let's take a look at the goal of writing a book. That's one of the goals I've talked about in other videos. In order to actually write a book, you need to figure out what things need to happen. What type of book do you want to write? Do you have the experience or the expertise or the skills to write this particular book? Or are there some things that you need to learn or some things you need to acquire? Is there a demand for this type of book? You may need to do some research. Create an outline for the entire book and then for specific chapters that you're going to write. Set a deadline. When do you want to have this book finished? Write your first draft, etc. You can go on and list other things out. You unfortunately don't just look down into your planner and see where you wrote, write a book, and then magically know what you need to do when you actually sit down at your writing time. Unless, of course, you have already written several books before and you're already a proficient writer. Instead, it's a lot like planning a trip. You need to know the destination and hopefully have a route and an itinerary set out before you actually start on the journey. So think back to goals that you have set in the past that you did not achieve. Does any of this ring true? Does any of it sound familiar or hit a nerve? If so, what changes do you need to make? Now I want to show you a specific tool that I use to help me achieve my goals. It's called Power Sheets, and I absolutely love this tool. You can see in the back where I have been using Power Sheets for several years. So this is year number 5 for me. I think these are fantastic. This year I actually chose to get the purple cover. Each year these things come out in October, and they have a choice of several different covers, so you can pick something that really suits your taste and that makes you happy when you open it up and look at it. And the thing that is so powerful about this is before you get off in very far, it has a section on reflection for you to think about what's important in your life, to think about your values, the kind of legacy that you want to leave behind, and then that helps you to set the goals that you're going to work on for a particular year. And now I'm just going to show you some of the pages inside that I've still left blank. There's a lot I've written in, and it's kind of personal, so I'm not going to show you all of that. But for you've got several places where you can set a specific goal. You've got what it is you want. You've got place to write your yearly goal, some things that you would need, some tools that you would need. And then you've got a place for the different quarters, quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. For example, if you've got a great big yearly goal, say publish a series of books, you may need to break that down and you may need to simply write and finish book 1 during season 1 or quarter 1, and then work on book 2 during the second quarter, etc. So this gives you a way to break that goal down even further. Then you also have a year at a glance page where you can have all of the different months listed out. And this is where you can fill in certain things that you need to have happen at certain months of the year. This, again, allows you to break that goal down even further so you can check back each month and check and make sure, have you hit milestones? Are you on track to achieving that goal? And then one of the things that makes this tool so fabulous and works so well are the monthly tending list. In your Power Sheets, you have a section for each month of the year. So you've got these for every month. But you've got a section here where you can break down your goals. And it's got a place for 6 goals, although you may not want to work on that many goals. Or you may have a bigger yearly goal that is broken down into several specific projects. And this would be where you could list projects and then break it down further into steps. And then over here really is what I think a lot of times is the heart and soul of this. And this is the monthly tending list. And this is where you can come up with some priorities, Write yourself some encouraging words. At the first part, you've got your monthly actions that you need to do. For example, it might be that during this month, you're going to write the first draft of your book. And you can write any other things that you need to get done during the month. And this can be for your goals. It can be other things as well. But then you've got a place to mark off your progress and did you get them done. And then below, you've got a place to put down the weekly things that need to be done. And then, to break it even further, the daily tasks that need to be done. So I actually like to use all of these pages together to set my goals, to write down the things that must be done this month, and then to work on the weekly and the daily actions. This helps keep me accountable so that I know, am I making progress? And then for each quarter of the year, you have a refresh section because let's be honest, as life goes on, things change. We may have some changes to our goals. Some things may shift to other seasons, and that's okay. But it has a place for you to reflect and for you to put your new goals so that you are not stuck with goals that maybe you set at the beginning of the year, but that something has happened to change those. Now, I find this tool to be extremely helpful. I absolutely love it. I recommend it to everyone I know. I have given it to my daughter and a son's girlfriend to help them as well. They also have enjoyed it. I think it is a great way to do this. But if you are not a paper person, and a lot of people aren't, I actually have a mini course on how to use Trello to set your goals and to set your projects. And that way, if you are a person who likes to use digital tool, that little mini course will help walk you through how to use Trello to do that as well. And I will leave a link to that in the description below. The big thing with goals is just writing them down. That's only step one. The rubber really hits the road when you've got a plan and when you know what to do each month, each week, and each day. Okay, that is actually how you get those things done so that you can turn those goals into reality. I hope that you will take time to watch the other videos in this series on setting goals. And until next time, let's all tame some frenzy.